Sorry, you have a question?
Yeah, so the girl that got shot, right, she's okay? Like she lived?
Yes.
What if she didn't? How would you do, what would you do differently?
Shut down then?
If she was dead?
It would have been closed.
We're going to take
Would have been
this,
closed the next
whether
night.
she died or not, we're going to take this as a serious matter. Someone could have got killed. Like you were saying, the bullet could easily, it makes no difference to us whether she died or not. I don't know what your point is. I told, you know, we take one incident and we're going to take it seriously. You know, I don't know what more I can say about that. If she dies, you know, I'm just happy she didn't. Okay?
I know there's a certain amount of vagueness perhaps required on your part, but when we talk about security that might be required in the club, you seem to have sort of danced around the issue a little bit. I mean, I've been to clubs before of that variety where I've been patted down at the door or had metal detectors. Are you going to require that? If someone came out of the club with a semi-automatic weapon, presumably they went into the club with a semi-automatic weapon. Is that something that's going to be required?
We're going to talk to the owner. Everything that you're bringing up and everybody is bringing up, we're going to ensure that the committee, like I said, I'll get back, there's plenty of things you're not going to mention that I'm going to delve into. We're going to make this community as safe as possible. And he's got to make sure that the community is as safe as possible. So everything that you're bringing up, yeah, we're going to ask him to do.
All right.
My question is, since he did not open it, taking into account what this gentleman just spoke of, why is he being given a second chance?
Like, yeah, again, he's not being given any chance.
Well, he's not being shut down.
He's not shut down.
You didn't shut it down, so what?
In our perception is he's being given a second chance.
Okay, let me answer your question. Let me ask everybody's question. All right, I am unable to shut him down the next night. Does anybody now have any problems with me shutting him down the next night?
Why?
I was unable to because he's protected by the.
You said that he was
He's protected by the laws just like you are. And I am unable, I'm telling you, I work at Turnbad and I am unable to shut him down the next night.
But you're now putting in place measures so that he can be shut down. And what are those measures? What is the criteria by which you?
We're going to be monitoring laws and making sure that he is accountable for everything that he does to make sure the community. If he doesn't, then we're going to start the process to shut him down. Now, is that what you wanted to know? I mean, I don't know why. Again, you're asking the questions like, why didn't I shut him down the next night? I mean, I told you before, I work in certain parameters. You're asking me to do things that I am unable to do. Now, I told you I'm going to make the community as safe as possible, and he's going to follow the rules and make sure that the community is safe. And if he does not do that, then he's going to be accountable. And he's going to be accountable for past that.
How much time does he have to institute?
He has no time. He has to start immediately. From the minute that shooting occurred, and the minute that he opened the bar, he's accountable to what the community. There's no, every bar is accountable to the community the minute they open up. There is no incident that, or number of incidents that doesn't require. Now, this was an unfortunate incident that was unanticipated, meaning that I don't think that, you know, that we knew that someone, this was going to arise and there was going to be a shooting. We know now that there's some violence that stems from the place, and we are going to take the proper measures to ensure that it doesn't happen again. Nancy, you had a question?
Although I live on the block on Kent Street, I didn't hear the shooting, but I was well aware of it the next day. We don't want it there, but the owner has rights also. We cannot, as much as we don't like it and we want them shut down, he only has so much that he can do before they get shut down. And the owner has rights, and you have to accept that he has rights like everybody else. And without rights, we are nobody. That's it.
Do you have a certain question? You have a question? Hold on. Everybody's going to get a chance. You can't shout over other people because you're not. Everybody's got to be respectful of everybody. What's your question?
So assuming we understand that you can't shut him down. So will there be?
Listen to what I'm saying. You got to listen to what I'm saying. I never said I can't shut him down. I can't shut him down right now.
Will there be a continued police presence to monitor these events as they happen and make sure that nothing like this ever happens again?
It's all right. Again.
So that you hold responsibility.
Okay, I'm going to repeat. He's going to be monitored specially. I already said that. He's drew attention to himself in a negative way. The police department is going to be all over this guy. I already said I'm with you. I'm not against you. I am 100% behind the community. Try not to make it a battle between the police and the community because the police are behind you 100%. And I don't mean to. And I know people. Everybody wants answers right now, and I'd like to give you the answers right now. There's a lot of things that I work in parameters that sometimes I can't give you the answer right now. But know this, I'm going to work as hard as I can to make sure that he complies with all the measures that we want him to do, and that there's no more violence in Greenpoint. Not just that bar, but like someone brought up Club Exit, we continue to monitor that bar. We continue to monitor all the clubs and all the bars on Bedford Avenue, and we'll continue to do so. You got a question?
Yeah. Does this mean you're going to answer every single complaint coming from that bar? Let's say tonight you get a complaint that there is too much noise. Are you going to send someone?
We send the way 311 works, and I'm going to answer.
We don't have to call 311. We can call the precinct directly.
You can call the precinct or 311
to monitor it.
Okay, all right. Maybe if you call for police assistance, no matter how you mail a letter, you call 311. People mail letters. 311. You call 911. We respond every time. Now, if we do not respond, then you have to come to, like I said in the get-go, if you feel that the service...
You say special attention, so I assume that if I call the police precinct tonight and say there is too much noise coming from this place, you're going to send somebody right away. That's special attention.
You missed my point. Yeah. You can call about any bar, and we're going to respond.
I understand that.
Okay? You don't have, the thing with this bar is you don't even have to call, and we'll be on. Okay? Okay.
Hi. I live on Kent Street also, and even though I'm not close to that bar, it seems like it's the thing to do is for people to go to Kent Street and drink, throw bottles around, scream, do whatever. I have called the police. Nobody shows up.
Where's the address? Where you have the problem?
140 Kent.
Right outside 144 Kent, you have people throwing bottles.
144 too.
Not 140 Kent, throwing bottles, screaming.
What is it, kids?
It doesn't matter who it is.
Well, I mean, I'm going to address the issue. I'm just trying to get
my point is that I'm calling the police and they don't show up, and you're saying that yes, we're going to.
Well, again, if your service isn't satisfactory, how did you call the police?
I call the precinct.
Did you get a name?
No.
When did you call?
Why am I being put on the defense? I call at 2:30 in the morning. I call at 2:30 in the morning when I'm trying to get some sleep.
How do you expect me to respond to
somebody
that?
outside my window.
How do you expect me to respond to that? I'm telling you, I can fix it, but you got to tell me when you call so I can address the officer.
Okay, I'll call every weekend because it happens every weekend.
So every time you call, the service is every time.
Next time I call, I'll get their name.
That's what I'm asking. But you're telling me that I call. I'm not going to tell you who I talk to. I'm not going to tell you the problem, but I have a problem with the police. I'm telling you how to rectify that. You're telling me you don't want to tell me.
It's not that I don't want to tell you. I don't ask.
Well, then for next time, and I'm not blaming you. If you didn't get the proper service, I'm telling you how you can get proper service. If you don't get the proper service, and you call up the precinct, and now P.O. Fulton answers the phone, and you tell them, listen, I have a problem at Kent Avenue. There's kids throwing bricks or bottles outside my house. Can you send our P.O. A control car? They don't come. Then you say, well, I spoke to P.O. so-and-so, and then you call and you ask the captain, Deputy Inspector Fulton, you call the precinct and ask me and leave a note, and I'll do my best, and you call me in fast, and you tell them I didn't get the proper service that I deserve, and I'll fix it.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Why didn't I get the proper service in the first place?
I don't know, ma'am.
Why, if it's not just one call, why do we, as a community, have to keep calling back and saying, we're not getting the proper service?
What happened?